Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. I'm back with you today for my first real gameplay on Forza Horizon 5. I have early access to the game, which means I can record gameplay for you, prepare videos for you right now. Upcoming videos will be released today, as well as in the following days, weeks, months, and years. As Forza Horizon 4 lasted 2-3 years, it's very likely that Forza Horizon 5 will have a similar lifespan. So that's it, I can finally start playing the game. I suggest we start with the introduction of Forza Horizon 5 in this first video without further delay. That is where we create our character, where we do the introductory race, where we choose our first cars, and we travel, let's say, the first accessible roads of Forza Horizon 5. Let's start the game right before the match begins. I still invite you to subscribe because I'm going to make a lot of videos on this game, a lot of live streams, videos and live streams alone, but also in multiplayer, tutorials, guides, but also car tests, walks, roleplay gameplay at the wheel. Really, a lot of things on Forza Horizon 5. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing so you can be notified as soon as I upload the next videos and gameplays on YouTube. Whether it's live or in video, you will receive a small notification, which will then allow you to have direct access to the videos. So let's go for the first gameplay. Just for precision, know that I play on PC in quad high definition and the gameplay is recorded at 144 frames per second in maximum quality for graphics. First cinematic, very stylish, and then frankly good first vibe. I have the impression that in terms of atmosphere we are going to be much closer to that of Forza Horizon 3 than that of Forza Horizon 4, which is, I find for me, still a very good thing. We will find, thanks to the warmer decor, a slightly more holiday atmosphere, and yeah, really. Madness closer to the party that we could feel a little bit on Horizon 3, more than on Horizon 4, which was a bit sad sometimes. So let's get started. First little gameplay with the latest generation Ford Bronco, that's right, 2021, which is one of the new vehicles in Forza Horizon. There are several, there will obviously be new ones that will be added to the game, update after update, month after month of game follow-up. In this video, we'll test the first little novelty. So, I'm going to show you different views, let's say show different gameplay. So, it's true that indeed, on the other hand, we still need to talk about it. Well, I'll certainly talk about it in a video that will really be focused on that. But the physics is still not quite the same as on Forza Horizon 4. So obviously we would need to test with similar vehicles, because this vehicle, I never had it on Horizon 4 since it wasn't on it. Naturally, it's a bit complicated to compare, but I feel like there are generally quite a lot of improvements. Simplifications and more realistic changes are possible. Well, indeed, we're hitting almost 300 with the Bronco, which, in my opinion, is not completely stock either. I believe the vehicles shown in the introduction are slightly modified. However, honestly. So, there are some small changes compared to the little Horizon 4, but we still have this physics that is pleasant and logical on Horizon, which has made it somewhat successful, so that's still mega pleasing. No major changes. Anyway, I'm playing with the controller here. Indeed, maybe we should compare. Well, we might be able to compare now with the Corvette C8 that we're finally going to be able to drive. However, this was present on Horizon 4, a prop that should normally be slightly harder to drive. The sound is clearly better than what we had on Forza Horizon. On this car, we had a pretty generic V8 sound. I'm not sure about Horizon 5 as I haven't played it enough yet. I'm still discovering the game as I talk to you. Maybe obviously some sounds will be reused from one model to another. But if I compare it to the sound we had on Horizon 4 for this same car, it is still much more stylish, the sound much more lively. While not necessarily more realistic, it is certainly much more pleasant. The game graphically is still a hit. I just saw the little sandstorm effects behind. And all that in full, from full in 144 frames per second, and it seems to be very stable, graphically very smooth. I don't think I installed the specific drivers for Forza Horizon 5 in addition to not necessarily knowing that. Forza Horizon 5 has a strong start, with fewer graphical bugs compared to the release of Forza Horizon 4. Sometimes there were trees or vegetation that appeared a bit pink, which were a bit buggy, a bit weird, which were due to the Forza engine. Here I have the impression that already graphically it's already largely drawn, largely cut. It's nice to avoid ending up with these bugs. Here we'll have a short rally gate phase. If my memory serves me right, I would say in the jungle, in the Pampa. So that's pretty cool. We're actually going to visit a little bit of every corner of the Forza Horizon 5 map from the introduction. It's still a pleasure, the sound is the same. It's true that in the developers' videos, the problem was that the sound was rarely loud enough to really enjoy the sound, really enjoy it. But now, for once, with the sound at full volume, it's still super cool. I'll make a video on each car model like I did briefly in Horizon 4. There will be times when I'm silent and cut the music. It's true that I still want to discuss the game with you, as we've heard about it for a long time. Last year was terrible for us. 2019 was also subpar. 2020 was a terrible year for racing games. And now, when we see 2021 ending like this, when we see that we're going to have the games follow up throughout the year, 2022, we have plenty of other games coming from competitors or in other styles of racing games. It's frankly a pleasure to see this sector of the racing game regain a bit of its beast and offer such craziness like this. The physics are super cool and a pleasure. Frankly, I think what was weird at the beginning was simply that we were driving an ultra-modern vehicle, the Bronco, which was also a four-wheel drive upgrade. And there, with the little Porsche in rally in rear-wheel drive, I think, or at least with a little rear-wheel drive feeling, it's super cool to convince, and it's not less realistic than Forza Horizon 4, but I feel it's different rather than inferior, while being in the same vibe and having, I think, some improved parameters, especially for the suspensions and for the tire management. It's something you really feel right away as soon as you have jumps, as soon as you start to slide a little bit with the car. The feeling is more logical than on Horizon 4. The game, how beautiful is it? It's quite crazy. All the light effects, dust, even the fleet. I find that the fleet effects have been slightly improved since the first developer gameplay. It's true that the fleet from afar, the effects were not crazy. Now, it seems to be much more qualitative, I find. So yeah, already 3 small vehicles tested, and then we should soon normally have our first car, our first choice. Well yes, that's it too. It's true that I had forgotten that we were going to be able to drive this car in this game. Finally, a big game that offers the AMG One Day One. Plus that, it's beautiful. With our little Project One for this little gameplay, we accelerate it. Come on, really angry? Then this is the same in reality, and we are very... Finally, for now, we have seen very little gameplay where the game was set in kilometers, hours, all the gameplay of English-speaking YouTubers and the game developers. Each time they were in miles per hour, and for us and French, it's true that seeing gameplay on a game like this, which is in miles per hour, it's a little bit strange. You may have seen it, I was just saying it before. Unfortunately, there are still a few small graphical bugs with roads appearing, let's say, not too far in front of us. But I think it's simply because I made the mistake of installing the game on a hard drive that wasn't necessarily ultra-modern. It must be installed on an old 5400 RPM under which I had some space left. Obviously, for the next videos, if it causes problems, I will move the game. I will move the game to another hard drive, not necessarily in solid state drive. Horizon 5 is still between 100 and 110 gigabytes, depending on whether you have it on Xbox One, Xbox Series, or PC. Naturally, finding 100 gigabytes on a solid state drive when you only have 300 or 400 gigabytes of solid state drive, it's not necessarily simple. Especially if you have Motorsport 7 installed, if you have Horizon 4 or other games like Grand Theft Auto or Warzone, then it's very complicated. The physics are awesome and the vibrations feel great. Like the fact that we can feel the plane that is above us, which sends us back. A little bit of vibrations, a bit of bass and everything. It's really well done. Knowing that here too, for this little gameplay, I'm playing with the ray tracing sound really, all the options enabled. It's true that the spatialization will be pretty cool too. Well, of course, I'll make a little recap video for you in a few days. Once I've thoroughly played Forza Horizon 5, I'll give you my definitive opinion on it. Because right now, it's true that the hype effect is so big. Despite the game's flaws, I believe they will be quickly resolved due to our eagerness to play Forza Horizon 5. So that's it, we will finally also be able to create our character. The characters in Forza Horizon 5 are significantly less cringeworthy and more realistic compared to those in Forza Horizon 4. They tested stuff. Some elements have been recovered while others were deleted. The character's appearance, faces, expressions, and overall look are more realistic. But I believe it's because, quite simply, the characters that were made on Horizon 5 are actually based on real actors, on people from the Playground Games studio as well. It was based on people who actually exist. So inevitably it's a bit more roleplay than on Horizon 4, where I think it was a bit made up. In mode we take a model and that's it. As expected, you have the option to choose your character, hairstyles, and all related customizations. You can obviously mix a bit the outfits and everything that goes with it. I'm going to do something quite simple, because my goal is still to show you some gameplay, but we're going to create a character, let's say a bit classic. Well, there you go. You also have the possibility to be prosthetics. It was one of the new features of FH5. I'm going to explain a little bit in video why it was like that, but wait, we're going to listen to the voices a little bit because I think the other voice, it's a female voice, so let's go. I created my character, but I think I will modify it later when we have other possibilities, since at this point we didn't have the possibility to choose our clothes. Here is the end of the Forza Horizon 5 intro. I believe this is where they will ask us or propose something to us. 3 cars for our first choice, knowing that unlike the others, Forza, in fact here, it's not really a true choice. You will choose 1 car out of 3 options, and the other 2 will be added to your garage for free. Let's say that here, it's just to take your first car, your first steering wheel. As I was telling you, the first car choice is not necessarily a real choice. It's basically which one you want to take out first, knowing that the others will be in the garage anyway. We're going to have a little treat anyway. We're going to drive the Super GR a little bit, which is the only car we haven't been able to drive in the movie tower. I will make a dedicated video on the Supra soon. Because there's customization, because there are improvements, there are a lot of things I want to test on it. But it's true that it does have a hell of a look, and then it's still, let's say, I think a very good starter. So let's go, we're going to take a little tour with it. After that, I'll cut the video. This marks the end of the first video. Stay tuned for more videos on various topics coming to my channel soon. We'll make a small custom plate. I misspoke earlier. The introduction isn't fully complete. We're going to have our first gathering test. I had completely forgotten about it. It's pretty cool, as it allows me to drive the Supra a little bit, having a point, a goal to reach, So obviously I want to take the highway, but we just passed by. Besides, it still looks quite a lot like it. At the entrance of the Forza Horizon Highway 1, it was rather a good thing. Oh, I hadn't tested the braking too much yet. Let's say without ABS, it's much better done than on Forza Horizon 4. So here we go. First rally event. I don't remember which one it is. I don't remember if it's the one against the monster trucks, Hot Wheels. There's one like that, which was spoiled a bit on YouTube. We know it. Or it's the one where we're against a plane with a car. Unigan. There it is. It's this one. It's going to be pretty cool. It's one of the new cars in the game, that too. The Ford Escort Unigan. A similar one was present in Horizon 4, but this is the new Unigan version, not the same as before. Can block, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go. Difficulty of settings. I'm going to take a little look. Okay, so it's the same thing as in the basic menus. Okay, so you see we play without help in expert mode with the rewind still enabled. Because in videos sometimes it can happen to be a little less focused on the gameplay. Because we talk a little to Coco to make small mistakes. There you have it. So a little gathering challenge against the plane, which should be pretty cool too. I can't wait. The plane should move away so we can hear the car's sound. Also, there's something else that's quite nice, but maybe it's just my perspective. But I feel like the field of vision in interior view, in exterior view, is a bit larger than on Horizon 4. I feel like we see in a slightly wider way. Oh, the jumps are as fun as on Horizon 4. And so we have, I don't know how to say this, a better overview of what's happening around us, which is more enjoyable to play. It runs super well, however, it's in 4 comebacks. It runs super strong, and the sound seems to be nice, even if, well, it's true that after the sound of the Supra, it feels a bit bland. The Supra and the Mercedes AMG one sounded great, for sure. So here we are, a little gathering challenge. Yeah, really. The braking, it has been reworked. Like, it has nothing to do, actually, with Horizon 4. So after that, I think if you play with the aids activated, like ABS and everything that goes with it, you might not have as much, we'll say, awareness of what has been changed at this level, but there is really a very big change. And on the steering too, I feel like the cars open up a little less though. In 4-wheel drive, turning feels slightly more direct and easier. However, that's the truth, and we'll see, it may depend on the models because the game starts us off with some crazy cars. Actually, we start the introduction with a Project 1 from AMG with EU. The Bronco, which is a super modern 4x4, the Supra, which is insane. We have a rally car, the Porsche, but which is a race car. Honestly, the drifts are much better than on Horizon 4. There's no comparison. It's completely different. It's completely different. I didn't expect such significant physical improvements at this level. On Horizon, when Horizon 4 came out, you already talked about physical improvements compared to Horizon 3, but it's actually completely different. So yeah, actually it's not easy. It's not easy to keep the quests on the right track. Like, it's a bit more tense in reality to drift well. Then again, we might not have the car for my brightest, and then we might not also have the right road for that. I was going up with cobblestones. You can feel the cobblestones in the controller's vibrators, which is pretty cool. It reminds me of Motorsport 7 when we race on circuits like Prague, which have some cobblestone sections. And it was pretty well done, the rendering there, it's quite good too. I think Horizon 5 has still benefited quite a bit, taken advantage of quite a few technical innovations that were originally made. Were developed by Turn 10 from Motorsport 7 or 8. Many features absent from Horizon 4 are introduced in Horizon 5. And I think that the fact that they have a little, let's say, put the two studios in cooperation is going to be hugely beneficial for both games. In fact, we're going to have improvements for the physics on the Horizons, and we will certainly have graphical and content improvements as well for Motorsport 8. It's very, very cool because this partnership between Turn 10 and Playground Games has become a long-term partnership, something that's going to last. The sensation of speed is not bad. Also, there's a bit more screen shaking than on Horizon 4, it looks like. A bit more like what we had back in the day on Horizon 1. When you drive fast, it shakes a bit, and it's pretty cool to this extent as well. I don't know if we came in first. Yes, we came in first. The plane has stopped. Clearly, as you've seen, these rally events are always a bit scripted anyway, so that you can win. Unless, of course, you deliberately stop on your side before the finish line. And it's true that overall, it's designed so that you can still win quite easily. These tests are there more to show you cool stuff than to really challenge you. So it's on Well, perfect. We've blocked the Ford Hooligan, so we just drove. We've also blocked a little bit of XP. For now, we're still level 1. We'll level up, obviously, quite quickly, I think. So, there you have it. We've picked up our little Toyota Supra, and we're going to head back to the festival to already have access to the first customizations, I think, to the first improvements. And then I also think to more or less wrap up the game's intro. It really sounds super good. I'm honestly looking forward to testing all the cars we had on Horizon 4 that had somewhat broken sounds, whether it's the latest editions or the cars that were there. Day 1, which were really washed out in terms of sound. I'm excited to see what Horizon 5 will be like, as there are many super cool cars that I didn't drive much on Horizon 4. Well, some will tell me that it's maybe a bit extreme not to drive them because the sound is messed up. But when you expect a 5.8 sound and you get a sound, let's say a 5.6 or something that's really not suitable, it's weird anyway. So that the return of prowess points allowing to unlock wheel spins, super wheel spins, money boosts, sometimes even unique cars, depending on the model. So now we can already afford a little bit of extra XP, so let's go. I saw that they put a little shortcut to unlock everything. Whoa, we can still lose control on Horizon 5. Oh yeah, even the slide, it's nothing like it. It's really stylish to play. What did I want to say? I don't remember anymore. Yes, they've put in a shortcut for when you have enough skill points, you can buy everything at once. That way, it's done. We'll see. I think we'll be able to go to the festival anyway. We'll see. I don't know if I do the barn treasure first or if I do something else instead. I don't know, but I think we can consider that we are more or less at the end of the game's introduction. Since normally we now have access to the festival, we will take the opportunity to take a look at what the upgrade and customization menus look like in the final game. Because there may have been changes, things that have been modified compared to the version seen on video. We saw it on video, but no, it seems to be quite close. Always with the same car collection system that will allow you from time to time to get unique rewards, unique cars. Things like that, for example, at BMW, you will have the opportunity to unlock a bonus BMW when you have unlocked 24 other BMWs. This little system is pretty cool and will be available for several brands. So, sometimes it will be other rewards, sometimes it will be clothes, sometimes money, sometimes wheel spins, and sometimes cars. So, it's pretty cool at that level. But I think for this first video, I'm gonna stop here because, quite simply, I want to show you. After some customization and similar tasks, which I will do now, so I'm stopping here. All I can tell you for now about Forza Horizon 5 is that I clearly think the hype it has managed to build up is, I think, well deserved. Well, of course, we'll see over time, we'll see in the coming months, in the coming weeks, a little bit what the game looks like and maybe its potential lifespan, but at first glance, frankly, it's very heavy, and I feel much better on this game than on Forza Horizon. 4 had a great game concept from the start, but despite the innovative typing mechanics, it lacked the right atmosphere. That thing is back on Horizon 5. We're nearing the end of this first Horizon 5 discovery video. Don't hesitate to leave a like, to comment, to share, of course, to subscribe to be notified of the next videos, the next lives that I will do on the game. I invite you to follow me on Twitch to see me live. You'll find my channel link in the description and comments, so please follow. If you have Amazon Prime, use your Twitch Prime on my Twitch channel to support me for free and get bonuses for yourself. You can find me on Twitter, on Facebook. You can, of course, support me for free by using my support links under this video. To make your purchases, whether it's my instant gaming link to buy your games like Horizon 5, for example, or your subscription cards, for example, like Game Pass, that kind of thing. I have a link. MetalNet for those who wish to possibly use it to buy their PC component or their PC setup. After Reduce, don't hesitate to go through my link. And for those obviously who wish to support me in the long term, I remind that obviously it's also doable. By joining my YouTube channel as a support member using the join button below this video, you'll gain access to many little bonuses. I'm cutting here. I'll see you very soon. Good game to all. Bye. Oh, bye.